Hello students, how are you? I am Sabata Basum and from today onwards I am going to start your history classes. The book that we are going to use in class 6th is this Effective History and Civics, class 6th, beta publication. It's a new book, it's not the one that we were using in the previous years. So today we are going to start our lesson 1. And that is the river valley civilizations. But before starting this you can say lesson, let me just give you a brief idea about history. Let me just explain you, as I told you in geography, that these subjects are new for you. So first of all you should understand what this subject is about, then only we should move further, then only we should go for explanation. So when we talk about the history, what is this history? History is the story of the past, or like in general word, it's just the story of past. Or we can say one of the definition, and the very interesting one, is history is to see the past in the light of present and to see the present in the light of past. It means what? To see the past, to know the past, like in the light of present, like what we are today, why we are like this. If we want to know, we will have to go into the past. And why our past was like this? For that we will have to study our present. So that's what the best definition of history is, to see the past in the light of present and to see the present in the light of past. Now the history of the world is divided into three periods. And that is ancient, medieval and modern. Now what are the datings of these three periods? So the ancient period, it continues from 3600 BC to 500 AD. I will tell you about this BC and AD later on. I told you in geography also briefly. Now I will explain you in a better way. So first of all, let me tell you the periods of, you can say the datings and the years of these periods. So ancient history continues from 3600 BC to 500 AD. Now you must be thinking that life existed much, you can say, before 3600 BC also. But history is only, in history, history is considered about that period about which we have any kind of evidences, about which we have any kind of records. Those periods, those times about which we do not have any record, we do not we do not include them into the history, because history, you can say, is written according to some evidences and records. So we have the written records and evidences, we have different evidences and records from this period. That's why ancient period is from 3600 BC to 500 BC. AD, sorry. Then medieval period, the Middle Ages, start from 500 AD to 1500 AD. Then comes the modern period or the contemporary period, that starts from 1500 AD up to present. So these three periods of history are there: ancient, medieval and modern. Now in class 6, this history is what? Effective History and Civics. We will be studying the ancient history of the world and of India also. Okay. So now I told you about the periodization, about the categorization of history into, you can say, in different period. Now I was telling about BC and AD. As I told you earlier also, BC, what's the full form of BC? BC means before Christ. And you can say, now the new term, the modern people, the modern alternative of BC is BCE. That is before Common Era. So it can be written as BC, that is before Christ, or BCE, that is before Common Era. Before Christ means that period when Christ was not born. Then next is AD. AD is Anno Domini. Anno Domini means during the lifetime of the Lord Christ. That is known as Anno Domini. But the modern alternative of AD is CE, that is the Common Era. Okay, the Common Era, the era in which we are living, that is known as the Common Era. So it's also known as AD, it's also known as CE. So you must remember these full form. BCE before Christ, BCE is before Common Era, AD is Anno Domini, and CE is Common Era. So Anno Domini means what? During the lifetime of the Lord Christ. One more interesting fact about the BC and AD is that during the before Christ or during the BC period, dating was backward. Dating was done backward. That means 4000, that means 3600 BC will come first, then will come 3500, then 3400, then 3300, 200, and then 2000, and then 1000, like that way. Then the end of that era, AD era. So dating was done backward. But in the AD, we do the forward counting only, forward dating only. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. But in BC, it was 4, 3, 2, 1, backward counting. Okay, so that's how these are the two main eras, AD and BC. And AD, BC is before Christ, AD is during the lifetime of the Lord Christ. So now, as I told you, we are going to study, I'm going to explain the first chapter, that is the River Valley Civilizations. The River Valley Civilization. Civilization, it refers to the stage of human society that is highly developed and organized. Okay, so let us see the definition once more. Civilization refers to the stage of human society that is highly developed and organized. It is the advanced stage of human cultural development. And in this, you can say during this stage, during this period, human beings were using superior technology and complex economic relationship. Now, what are the factors? What are the features that makes you can say that represent that make a civilization a proper civilization? The first is the surplus food. That means food was enough for their survival. Division of labor was there. That means there were different people who were doing different tasks. It's not that one category of people were doing all the work. Division of labor was there. So that means there were different categories of workers who were doing different kind of work. Then public buildings. Many common buildings were being constructed during these civilizations. Then development of technology. Basic type of, you can say, from the basic tools, from the basic weapons, from the basic technology, now they were using a better technology, superior technology during this civilization period. Then system of writing evolved. Some of those writings have not been deciphered, have not been decoded, but still they were having their own system of writing. So writing developed during this civilization period. And evolution of cities. Now the people were not just living in the villages. They were living in towns also. New cities, new towns were formed. So these are the traits of civilization. These traits, these factors made a settlement a civilization. Surplus food, division of labor, public buildings, development of technology, system of writing, and evolution of cities. Now when you talk about these civilization, most of these civilization, they were found near the river valleys, on the river valleys, like Indus Valley civilization, that was on river Indus. Mesopotamian civilization on river Euphrates and Tigris. Egyptian civilization was you can say on river Nile, and Chinese civilization on the river Huanghe. Indus Valley civilization was there in India and Pakistan. Mesopotamian civilization. Now this word Mesopotamia, meso means middle. You can say land. Actually, Mesopotamian means the land between river. So meso means middle, potamos means river. So in the middle of river. So because this civilization, it was situated in between two rivers, Euphrates and Tigris. That's why it's known as Mesopotamian civilization, means land between two rivers. And this you can say civilization was there where? In which country? In which present countries? It included parts of Iran, parts of Iraq, part of Turkey, part of Syria. Okay, so Mesopotamian civilization and Indus Valley civilization was in India and Pakistan. Included parts of India and Pakistan. Mesopotamian civilization included parts of Iran, Iraq, Turkey, and present Syria. Then Egyptian civilization, that is, it was there in Egypt, and Chinese civilization was on the river Huanghe in China. These were the four main river valley civilizations that evolved in the world. Now in the next video I will continue with the, you can say, common features of these civilizations.